Roblox life will be us.
Okay, so I bought this game for myself as a little present. To give you guys the most authentic experience here, we're gonna use one of the classic starter animals. When I got this game card, it was pre-owned, so it was already at like level 1 or 2. So from what I was able to find, the 3 starter dogs for this game are Chihuahua, Husky, and Golden Retriever. So that's what we're gonna look for here. And there's a Golden. All right, so we're gonna pet this Golden to kind of tame it. And it looks like we have a boy that is cheerful. So I'm gonna name this guy Moose. There he is, and we're naming him Moose. So let's go to the front entrance so that I could put Frito in the pet room. So I think the pet room might unlock at a certain level. I'm not entirely sure, but the pet room is a room off of the front entrance, and you can switch out your pets, and we're gonna switch out just Moose because we want to focus on Moose. The top screen will tell you their status. So this is how they're feeling right now, I've learned. I'm still learning this part. 3 hearts tell you your bond, and then the purple is actually the level. I thought the white was, but he's not dirty, he's thirsty, and he's really hungry. So let's go feed him. So this game is a little bit weird in the sense that it works from the camera view. So this is one camera view. That's the front door. That's the pet room. That's the bathroom. And from what I understand, the bathroom won't show up until later. There's also a potty pad over here that you have to clean, but there's nothing on it right now. So that's great. We're gonna kind of go into the, I think it's living room. You just want to hit the camera view, pet room, front door, living room. And then we're gonna go into the living room. So you have to wait for your pets to enter through the doors, which sometimes makes me so angry because I just want to move. So, all right, now we're in the living room. In the living room, they can run around on the couch and stuff. And there's toys here that they can play with in the corner, in the toy chest. This over here is the closet where you can dress them up. But we're gonna head, no, wrong door. See, that's the problem with this. This is like the #1 complaint I have, honestly, is that if you click the wrong door, you have to wait for them to come through the wrong door. Okay, now we're gonna click on the fridge. Not click, oh my goodness. Tap on the fridge, and then we have food in here. I'm not entirely sure if food varies depending on your level, but we're gonna feed this dude some super wet food. And it tells you the ingredients, which I think is pretty dang cool. Come on, focus. Thank you. All right, let's feed this doggo. You're gonna drag that can into the bowl and then yeet it to the side. And then doggo's gonna eat. You can tap on them and you'll see their mood increases. See how that's getting whiter? We're gonna go to the fridge and we're gonna go with regular tap water, honestly, because it's the simplest option. We'll just pour that in there. One of the most popular things about this game, in my opinion, is that you can breed your pets. With these pets, you only have to age them up 1 stage. And how you do that is you pet them until those 3 hearts fill up. So, yeah, so that noise, that ding, that means that you gain a heart. And you want to get 3 hearts on the ones that you adopt from the adoption center. And you need 6 hearts from the ones that you make yourself with the breeding function. Okay, so now we let go and you get sparkles. And it says Moose grew up. If you have those 3 hearts, then that means they're fully aged up. And if they're gray again, you have to keep going. So we're gonna increase his dirty mood. So let's bring him into the other room. So to do that, we're going to tap, and then this door right here will lead us into the living room. Now we're going to go under the stairs where the bathroom is. And it will only let you take one pet at a time if you have multiple. So we're going to take Moose because he's the only one out right now. And now we're going to add the shampoo by dragging it to him. This is weird because you have to actually bring the bottle to the dog and then pet him to rub that soap in. And then we'll take this and we'll rinse all that soap off. And you get the sparkles, that means they're done. And if you don't get the sparkles, you have to keep adding soap and then rinsing it off until you get the sparkles. There are some codes that you can use for different pets and different accessories. I will put those at the end of this video. But that's basically it. You keep their moods up, you age them up. Let's go in here to the pet room. So that I can pull out my mated pair. So this is, I'm trying to think, Cheez-It and Cilantro. I've bonded them together and they made Frito. So yeah. I'll tell you a little bit about breeding, but I'm not going to breed a dog in this video. I will put a clip of what breeding looks like. You have to have your pets aged up. And you see those little smiley faces? That tells you how close each pet is. So right now they're meh with each other because they're family. They're familiar with each other, they're family. I'm referring to Cilantro and Cheez-It. They will increase to a slight smiley face and then an open mouth smiley face. And the open mouth smiley face tells you that they're about to breed. Which, let's cut the scene right now so that you guys can watch. And it looks like they're about to make a baby. Hold on. There's this thing where like, okay, so we can go to the front door. I think the game comes with the park. So you want to go to the park as much as possible when you're trying to get your dogs to fall in love because social interaction peaks at its highest. You'll encounter stray dogs and your dogs can actually mate with the stray dogs. If I have a clip on my phone, I'll add that right here. I don't have a screen recording for proof, but I do have the screenshot as proof that my husky had a puppy with the stray German Shepherd at the park. This is Abby, one of the stray dogs, and as you can see here, I have not bonded with her at all. But you can pet them and increase their age. While you're at the park, you can play with the toys. Remember I mentioned codes at the end of this video, you'll see them. That's how I got all of these plushies. These plushies, come with the codes as well as the animals, I think. And you could throw them toys, you could play with them. There's a mini game in the park. I don't know if there's one in the ski resort, to be honest. But there's a mini game in here. We can go in there real quick. This will be the last part of this video. But you basically tap on the flag. So your dog goes in the circle. And then it's essentially going to ask you to start. And you have to get a rank higher than a C. This is the high score that the other person set on here before I got this game card. So you can hit the stopwatch and then you just tap each thing until your dog goes over it. And it times you. It's pretty fun. I'm not going to spoil the ski resort right now. I'll make a different video of that. But that's pretty much all you need to know for Dogz Petz Pack. Also, Cheez-It is not a husky. Although it says husky, when you tap on this button, when you have dogs in your, like, that you could see, you go settings and then you hit one of these. And it'll tell you their personality and their parent. And you can see here, Cheeto is the son of a German Shepherd named Silver and a Chihuahua named Dorito. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then Blue was her mother, and Blue was a purebred husky. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know to get started. The only other thing I could say is that modern games nowadays, they will tell you save in progress. This game doesn't save automatically, so you have to hit save. See that key there when I clicked on the inventory button? That key is where you're gonna put in these codes if you want to use them. Pause the video or take a screenshot. These are the unlockable dogs and items. And these are the codes for clothing and accessories. However, keep in mind that some of the clothing comes with the dogs that you already unlocked. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more videos. And stay tuned for more uploads of video games with Bia. That's just the series that I'm working on right now. Okay, bye guys.